Welcome back. If you've just joined us, our guest on this episode of Question Time is the Assistant Inspector General of Police, Bala Hassan. He's in charge of Zone 2, and Zone 2 consists of Lagos and Ogun. Don't go away. Some of the residents in the Agility area have accused the police of taking sides with the suspected miscreants. What's your reaction to this?
Well, that news has not been brought to my knowledge, and I don't know the group that is making such allegation. If you look at the nature of most of the commands, like I don't know whether they are taking side on tribal ground or whatever, I don't know. So it's difficult to comment. But if you look at the complexion of Lagos State Command, the composition, the Deputy Commissioner of Police is of Yoruba stock, the Deputy Commissioner of Police is from Hausa, the DC Ops is and the decisions are taken jointly. It's not the CP that takes more decision on cases that happen. They sit down on a management meeting and decide how do we investigate this case, how do we go forward. So for them to be alleging that the command is taking side is known to me. However, anytime that I saw allegations of those nature, that is why the office of the AIG is created. They have the liberty to write a petition to the IG, to the AIG, to say that this case be investigated. They didn't get any fair deal. They want the AIG, who is standing in for the IG here, to get a dispassionate look at the matter and treat it to the satisfaction of all parties.
Now, when you look at the geography of the Agility area, there is a river that bounds the end of the Agility area. And across the river, we saw during our investigation at the area, we saw some people residing, staying there. And the residents say that these are the suspected miscreants. Why are the police reluctant to cross this river, at least to find out the true identity of these suspected miscreants?
You see, the essential thing, what worries police that period, is to bring the law and order in that particular area, which we did. Thereafter, the case file was transferred to the Deputy Commissioner of Police, State CID in Panti, for investigation. In the course of the investigation, it is much easier than during the riot to start making arrests. So I believe this DC State CID is on top of this, and I'm sure those people who are mentioned by those people arrested will be arrested in their sleep. There are some people it's easier to arrest them in the dead of the night than to go and make a phone confrontation and arrest them. So I believe all those perpetrators of those acts will be brought to justice and in due course too.
Now let's move over to other parts of Lagos State. In Festac, there's a report about a notorious gang called the Millennium Boys. What are you doing to checkmate the activities of this gang?
Well, we heard about them about 2 months ago, and the Commissioner of Police directed the Commander RRS to move in wherever they were and ensure that they are routed. So I believe if people talk of Millennium Boys now, it's just their own imagination. There are no more Millennium Boys. Since the information came about those Million Boys about 2 months ago, the RRS moved in and make sure that all those miscreants were dealt with. So anywhere you hear Millennium Boys, I want to assure Lagosians, they are just a figment of imagination. They don't exist. We don't allow criminal behavior to survive in Lagos, because all that we require to police Lagos and organizations have been given, so we should deploy them. They have been deployed. And apart from the 136 patrol vehicles that were deployed all over Lagos, there are some who are strategically located in some key areas where expecting violence, so that when they happen, we don't need to move police from the headquarters to such areas. So they can easily go there. They have about 4 points, very strategic points, whereby when this thing happens, they will go in and provide the necessary security while others will follow.
It seems a lot of crime is coming from the technological area, and cyber crime is now being rampant. So what are you doing to fight cyber insecurity?
Well, about 2 months ago, the Inspector General of Police sent about 20 police officers to Italy. The idea is for them to go there and learn new methods of policing. And not only that Italian course that was on, other areas outside the country, we have sent our men to go and learn new arts in order to counter this cyber security. But importantly, in these cyber crimes is to educate members of the public. people will come to with bogus proposal about business. It's for Nigeria. It's because people are greedy. Somebody cannot just come overnight and say he will put 50 million into your account and tell you to start. Once you see any business that brings quick money, be very, very suspicious. Don't involve yourself, so you cannot be duped.
What if this inducement or pressure is coming from influential people who could have a say on your job?
Well, it's a case of devil's alternative. It's a case of devil's alternative, but that's why you learn diplomacy. You can say no. Some people will come and ask you to do some difficult things. The important thing, tell them no, but politely. Don't be harsh to them. Yesterday, a woman was talking to me. She was trying to dictate to be rowdy on me. I told her, look, madam, forget about that. I'm an AIG. I am a lawyer. She's stronger. She told me she's a lawyer. But the time I was even called to the bar, maybe she had not even entered secondary school. So, but politely, me and her will settle our rift. That is the way to settle this type of situation. Don't show them because you are this, you are above the law, or you are the master. You are still a servant, even though you are an AIG, but you have to be very nice to them. Tell them no politely. They will not keep you under pressure. Don't be arrogant and say no. Tell them, sir, this thing we are doing is not according to the law. Why not do it this way? There's a better way of doing this thing. Let's do this way. Why not go to court and go and get a court order? If you get a court order, we'll be able to eject this man from premises. That way, you are saving from inducement. By the time you bring the court order, you know that you are doing it because court says you should do it. Nobody will blame police for doing that thing because there's a court order which is validly checked and found out to be genuine and subsisting, and you went and carried out the court order. Who will blame you?
AIG Balazan, thank you very much indeed for making our time to be part of this episode of Question Time, and also for sharing with us your plans to ensure that Lagos and Ogun States, the entire Zone 2 of the police, have a zero tolerance to criminal activities within your zone. We can only wish you the best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ashuru. I'm pleased to meet you. Thank you.
And that's as much as we can take on this episode of Question Time. You may also send us your comments on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Join us next week on another exciting episode of the show on Channels Television. Many thanks for watching. I'm Benga Ashiru saying goodbye.